Surds, Part 2, in Confessions of a Maths Tutor. How would you find the square root of 244? That's a perfectly legitimate sum, I'm afraid, in modern GCSE. To do this, you'll need to remember about prime numbers. They're like prime colours. They're the numbers no other number goes into. So all other numbers can be made from multiples of these numbers. Now, realistically at GCSE, that is all you'll need. But let's just put 13 in there and 17. As I've said, I've taught students who can recognise these numbers up into the tens of thousands. They've got a pattern that's very hard to think, but you can see. I can do it to about 1,000. But anyway, that's never mind. Right. That means that every number could be written as a multiple of primes. Do you remember how to do that from school? If I have 244, you're looking for one of these numbers that will go into 244, or a multiple of them. In fact, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use 4. Can you see 4 will go into 244? 4 will go into 24, 6 times, and it goes into 4 once. Question is 61 prime? The answer is yes. But how do I know? What I do is I check the square root of 61 is about 8. The square root of 8 is 64. And I'm afraid you just have to know 8 eighths is 64 to make this really work. And that means you only have to check prime factors up to the square root of the number. So you only need those ones. And 61 isn't in the 2 times table. It's not in the 3 times table, because you add 6 plus 1, you don't get a multiple of 3. Not in the 5. And it's not in the 7, because 7 nines are 63. So it's prime. But this one here could actually be divided up into 2 prime numbers, 2 and 2. So the square root of 244, going back to what we're doing, could be rewritten as the square root of 2 times 2 times 61. However, these two make 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. So if you've got a doubled up prime, you can simply take it through the surd and it stops being a surd. And there you go. And that's the best form of the square root of 244. Believe it or not, in the world before calculators, that's how you used paper to find high square roots. And they would do it up to thousands. Thank you.